Yes.
Are you sure? Prove
Yes.
it. I want to see the headphones being plugged in.
Um. Uh, so, yeah.
It's
Uh,
darkness.
yeah. Where did it go? Where did it
It's
go?
darkness.
What the? What
Okay.
the?
It's plugged in, right?
Yes.
Here's the advice. Ready? Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Don't fucking move. Just don't.
I figured. I figured. Oh my
Don't
goodness.
fuck the water. Don't fuck the watermelon. I mean, like in a rage way. Don't fuck the watermelon. Why do you keep turning off your camera and doing that?
I'm not. It's doing that itself. Like
Oh, it's
when I go back
creepy.
here, it turns off. But when I come closer, it like turns back on.
Amazing. Oh, what the flim flam?
Anyway.
I'm
Eh,
scared.
eh,
Eh.
eh, eh.
So today I have a story for you. All right, and it's
Oh.
gonna get weird. Okay.
What?
All right. This is the story of. Let's see. What story should I tell you? There's so many stories out there. Can't
Is
tell you that one. That was too bad. No, that involves death. I can't tell you that one. That involves murder. What story do you want to hear? There's so many stories. Make up a story. Just do it. Just make up a story, and I'll finish it off with the most amazing story.
well, I could start with
Give me a plot.
Rambanzo the penguin. It's a penguin who lives in a tree,
What's his name?
but the lumberjack Rambanzo, but the lumberjack wants to cut down the tree.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so there was this penguin, and I'm gonna lay it down in like homie terms, all right? So there was this penguin nigga, all right? His name was what was it? Rambanzo?
Rambanzo.
Rambanzo. All right, he lived in the most like sickest crib. All right, he had branches going every which way. All right, he had a hockey table. He had a bowling alley. All right, and this wasn't no ordinary tree. All right, this was the twerk tree. All right, everybody was going around this tree to twerk. All right, so that's the twerk tree. Shush, I'm not finished. So he had a bowling alley up in there. He had all of his fixations. He had a bar, with 40s. He just had like 7 refrigerators full of 40s. Because he lived in the hood. You see, that tree was in the hood. It was the only tree in the hood, because the lumberjack, whose name was Bonquisha, it was a man named Bonquisha. He wanted to be a woman. He was a black lumberjack. He wanted to cut down the tree. So, like, the penguin was like, no, 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 no. Oh, no, you didn't. What was the lumberjack's name?
Marquisha or something like that.
Whatever, let's just call him Taquisha. Taquisha was all like, oh, hell nah. I'm cutting down this tree. So they go to court. And in court, you can't understand, people when they're talking fast, and, so they're, Rambanzo, let's just call him Banjo. Banjo the penguin, he was taking him to court under legal insinuations, and he's with his wife, who was pregnant at the time. And, she had like a 7-meter full belly full of penguins, alright? There was like 84 penguins in there. I don't even know, bro.
You
Let's just
don't even
say...
get my bird.
Just let me finish, alright? So, like, basically, there was like 84 penguins. I don't even know, man. Let's just say that if they get a divorce, he better get 3 jobs to start paying child support. Which will eventually happen, because they're not a very happy couple, So, so Banjo took him to court, and he says, bruh, you can't cut down this tree. I got kids on the way. He said, damn foreigners from Antarctica trying to come in and steal our trees, our damn jobs. And he said, hey, that's racist. So they start getting into a fist fight. All right.
In the middle of the courthouse?
Yeah, in the middle of the courthouse. The judge is watching. He's just got his popcorn in one hand and soda in his little cup holder. Like in the movie theater. He's just watching this. all you can hear is that. So, while they're breaking out this fight, his wife goes into labor with how many kids did I say there were? I don't know.
Like 84.
Let's just go with 6. So there's 6 of them. She gives birth. She runs to the hospital. Like a football player. She just. The bellies. The penguins are bouncing in her belly because it's like flopping like the. It's like you ever see a horse when it's running. When its horse is running, its stomach just goes up and down and up. Or no, a fat guy. When a fat guy's running, his fat just flies up and down. It was kind of like that, but just her belly. So she goes there, and she's running like LeBron James, whatever. Peyton Manning, I don't fucking know. She gives birth, and what do you know? They were not his kids.
Were they the lumberjacks' kids?
They were the lumberjacks' kids, exactly.
Oh.
So it turns out that she's been cheating on, Banjo with, the lumberjack who's trying to cut down their house. And that's why he was trying to cut down the house, is because she's like, I can't do this no more. I can't cheat on my husband. I love him. And, when he found out, Banjo, he was just like, oh, my God. He kills him. He kills the lumberjack. 6 weeks later, the lumberjack rises from the dead with hatchet in hand because, they buried him with the hatchet. And he comes in and he kills Banjo. But what do you know? One, satanic ritual later, Banjo comes back to life, and him and his wife and the lumberjack moved to Antarctica. Well, I mean, him and his wife moved to Antarctica. The lumberjack became a stalker and followed them there. And, let's see, I forgot what I was talking about. Banjo, okay. So they're living in Antarctica. It's cold as hell. There's no grocery store for the next 600,000 million miles. So he's got to find a way to feed his kids. Well, one day he goes fishing. He just, just right into the pool or ocean. In the ocean. And, he just starts catching fish. He comes home with like 26 fish, right? He comes home with 26 fish. So he goes out again, he comes back, and his family and the fish are gone. Lumberjack kidnapped him. That's right, now they're in the lumberjack's basement.
So he kidnapped the fish, too.
Yeah, he kidnapped the fish, too. No, he ate all the fish, then kidnapped the family, and then locking him down in the basement. So he goes there, kicks some ass, kills the lumberjack, splits him into like 6 different pieces so he can't come back from the dead. And they lived happily ever after the end. And that was the tale of Banjo and the lumberjack. Remember, kids, the moral of the story is don't fuck with lumberjacks.
Oh my goodness. Wait, why? The penguin ended up killing him. I don't get this. I don't get this.
6 months later, they get a divorce. He's working like 30 jobs to pay child support for 86 children.
I thought he had 6.
He's working like 3 jobs to support 6 kids all by himself because his wife just ran off and worked as a prostitute in Vegas. And yeah. That was the story of Banjo and lumberjack.
I love it. I love the twerking tree.
The twerking tree, yeah. Well, sadly, what happened to the twerking tree is that they cut it down. The lumberjack finally cut it down when they moved out, just to piss him off. So,
wow.
Okay. You want to know a secret?
Huh?
You're on YouTube. I've been recording this. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking,
what?
man. We got 50 seconds. We got to do something funny within 50 seconds. Quick, strobe light dancing. Strobe light. Jeep,
Where's
jeep,
this?
jeep,
There.
jeep, 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 jeep.
That's a strobe light you'll get.
I'm going to play World Series Poker.
Alright.
I'm going to play some Texas Hold'em. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.